This was my sign that I made for the No Kings rally I attended yesterday in New Haven, Connecticut. Not everybody is familiar with the movie Avatar, so I'll just break it down quickly. Humanity is destroying Earth and engaged in endless wars, two of which we find out are taking place in Venezuela and Nigeria, two oil-rich nations perhaps suffering a similar fate as Iraq. Humanity discovers the planet Pandora in the Alpha Centauri star system, a pristine world untapped by any industrial civilization, inhabited by a peaceful indigenous population of 10-foot tall blue humanoid aliens called the Na'vi. Earth has decided to make Pandora the future home of humankind, sending a steady stream of settlers who mine Pandora's rich resources and prepare it for human settlement. We've already learned from the filmmaker and the trailers for the next film, this December, Fire and Ash, that the heroes, Jake Sully and Neytiri, both Na'vi, will be captured and taken to Earth, perhaps to stand trial for the resistance to genocide. James Cameron has already stated the Na'vi represent humanity's highest self, while the Sky People represent the worst part of our nature, destroying our Earth. We can see this most clearly in the present denial of the climate crisis and continuation of business as usual, embodied by one of Trump's favorite campaign rally slogans.
We will drill, baby, drill.
As I see news headlines reveal Trump's military threats against Venezuela, plans for annexing Greenland through force and renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, while simultaneously seeing recent news footage of Trump's masked secret police force invading US cities and upending people's lives who are mostly upstanding citizens, with another large portion of arrests being made for minor infractions such as parking tickets, while human beings are being demonized as alien invaders. I can't help but think that this same spirit is what would send imperialism to space, just like in Avatar.
And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars.
The most prominent theme throughout all these films so far is standing up to bullies.
You chose me for something. I will stand and fight. Someone standing up against bullies and trying to find their way.
On the other side of my poster, I express that not everything is hopeless. If we really get the message of Avatar and the Way of Water, we will be reminded that we are a water world. Water unites us all. The human body is close to 2/3 water. Earth is close to 2/3 water. Oceans are the global commons that unite all continents and nations. Will we follow the insanity of our differences as turf wars on land to their endgame, World War III? Or will we follow the way of water, united by what we have in common, a universal substance that transcends our differences, transforming consciousness to our destiny, a world that heals and is restored to the pristine beauty it was before we lost our way and divided against each other to pollute, destroy, and become the misguided Sky People Avatar imagines will bring imperialism and misogyny beyond Earth into space, to relive Native American genocide against aliens on a galactic scale. Many years ago in junior high, I failed to stand up to a classmate bully, relentlessly picking on another student, driving them to tears, who couldn't defend himself. I was silent because I was afraid he'd go after me next. I've lived with this mistake for many years, which is why I promised myself, never again. I join with all Americans and world citizens standing up to one of America's biggest bullies. Trump isn't even denying he has ambition like a king, continuing to bully all those outside his ruling elite. This is what he posted and reposted yesterday during the protests. And here's my footage of yesterday's rally and an important message at the end by a United States Senator.
All right, New Haven, let's go. Look at our city. Look at us. From here, I see the city that we know and that we love. Neighbors who refuse to back down to fear. High school students who will advocate for their friend and win. A city that refuses to be small. A city that does not hide but instead sings, shouts, and roars. And a city that never forgets who power truly belongs to. Not one man, not a king, but we, the people. We know today that democracies are built and projected not by luck and not by chance, but by choice. And today in New Haven, we are joining millions in over 2,000 rallies in every single state with individuals and neighbors who are making a choice to say loudly, peacefully, and defiantly, no kings in our democracy. Let's go. And so today is about shouting as loud as we can so that individuals down in Washington quake and hear us rumbling in their offices. But today is also about action and about what we will do with tomorrow.
Great to see you.
You're an Avatar fan?
I'm a huge Avatar
fan.
fan.
Right on.
I can't wait for the Fire Nation to come
Oh,
out.
yeah, same here, yeah.
Yes.
We're live in New Haven Green, everyone. There are no kings here, but there is the way of water.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's what America taught me, you know? It's like Martin Luther King, I have a dream.
Yeah.
He embraced the whole planet, you know? The whole world, you know?
It took me about 45 minutes, but I got it. I got the message.
You know, we had JFK, we had MLK, we had RFK, and now we got NFK. No fucking kings.
Yeah, I hear you.
We're gonna have to hashtag.
And we got RFK Jr.
I know. You Avatar fan?
No.
No? Oh, it's like you got to go see it. It's like
The Way of Water?
Yeah. And the sky people are like, you know, waging war on Earth. They're destroying the Earth, you know. Like basically they have to move to Pandora to escape the destruction of Earth, you know.
Okay.
So they're like committing genocide against the natives there. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah. That's a good sign. Nice. Is that yours? I like it. Yeah. That's got to be the scariest one. Wow.
second to last speaker before we march is one of the fierce champions for this city that we've ever known, Kika Matos. You led the creation of the Elm City resident ID card, one of the first in the nation, giving every New Havener, regardless of immigration status, a right to belong here. You now are the president of the National Immigration Law Center, where you have been unafraid to stand toe-to-toe with anyone who has the audacity to bruise our immigrant community. You are one of the stars. Here's the
Say that a little bit louder because we want the people in DC to hear that New Haven is presente. Hello, New Haven! I am here today to say presente. I am here today to say I am home. And I am here to say I am angry. Who else is angry? I am angry because ICE is roaming our streets. I am angry because ICE is roaming our neighborhoods. They are coming for immigrant neighbors. They are coming for our friends. And they're coming for people in our community. And to that we say, that I'm angry because our democracy is under attack. But we are here today to stand up and fight for our democracy. Are you with me? Stand up, fight back! We're not going to get anywhere with that. Let's try again. Ready? When our democracy is under attack, what do we do? When our immigrants are under attack, what do we do?
Fight back!
What do we do?
Are you an Avatar fan?
Not really.
Oh, you're not? Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to watch the movies to understand it, you know? So the Sky People are humanity who are destroying the Earth, so they need to find a new planet. And Pandora is the planet of the Na'vi. And basically they come and they try to create a genocide of the native population there so they can take over. And yeah, so if you haven't seen it, it's probably not going to make sense. So yeah, you got to see the new one's coming out this December. So the Na'vi, they see their planet as like a single organism, you know. They don't, you know, they don't have like a system of government like the humans, you know. Like they're more like Native Americans, you know, like very pure spirits, you know, like very, you know, it's really more spiritual, you know. Yeah.
Just don't see a lot of it.
Oh, really?
A lot of clothes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
More than 30 days. Okay, I can't see his left bar, which is up there, but he probably has overseas bars. One bar for every 6 months of overseas.
I like your sign.
Thanks, man.
Green every Sunday, 1 o'clock. And so a guy made a few of these. I grabbed it.
For democracy, we're fighting for!
Dogs against dictators. I love it. like it.
The optimistic value would probably be like 60. That would be like the high.
This was like how big Providence was.
Is that right?
Yeah, the Providence rally. It was
Awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
Two and a half centuries ago, a handful of farmers and printers and philosophers looked across an ocean at the most powerful man in the world and said no. No to divine right, no to inherited power, no to the idea that one man's will could rule a free people. In the Declaration of Independence, our founders set out a long list of grievances against their British masters. And here's part of what they said. He has obstructed the administration of justice, made judges dependent on his will alone, cut off trade with all parts of the world, deprived us, in many cases, of the benefits of trial by jury, transported us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses, kept among us in times of peace standing armies. If those grievances sound familiar, they should, because the man who would rule America today has done all of that and more. But when we declared independence from a king 250 years ago, we also declared independence from the idea of kings. That was the moment America was born, before the blood of rebellion, when we declared our belief that a government could draw its power not from a crown, but from its citizens. A belief that laws, not a single man, would be sovereign. And there's nothing more American than what you're doing today to fulfill that idea. Whether you're a group of dozens of people in Truckee or tens of thousands of people in San Francisco, there is nothing more American than standing up, not just for yourself, but for your neighbors and for an idea. Because ultimately, every generation has to answer the same question. Do we still mean it? Do we still believe in free speech, in the rule of law, in our ability to govern ourselves? Do we still believe that the presidency is an office of service, not a throne of power? When a leader forgets those truths, when he tries to bend the law to his own will, when he treats dissent as disloyalty and truth as treason, then it's up to us to remind him who's in charge. That's patriotism at its most peaceful and profound. Because the American story was never about one man, it was about all of us, and it is about all of us. The miracle of this country is that power begins and ends with the people who grant it. So today, in towns and cities across this nation, we say it again. We have no kings in America. We have citizens. We have a people brave enough to govern themselves and wise enough to know that democracy only survives if we defend it. That's the work, that's the calling, that's the promise we renew every time we stand up and say no to kings. Thank you, and keep up the great work.